Hi, this is Anya, and this is my second screencast for DIYU, Getting Started with Self-Learning. I wanted to talk about our second task today, which is Build Your Personal Learning Network, where we are all going to expand and think about the possibilities for learning together with other people online. And there are lots of places to find your personal learning network. Some of the possibilities include, family and friends, real-life classmates, real-life teachers, past and present, and then, of course, there are lots of places online. So I thought I would take you around to the places online where I find my personal learning network and try to describe how I do it. So over here on Gmail, this is where I keep in touch with most of the people that I talk to every day. If I have a question, there are lots of folks out there who I think have expertise. I also have a lists folder on Gmail, so I'm subscribed to a lot of email lists. Some of them are about parenting, some of them are about women's issues, some of them are about living in New York City, others are about education and technology. And this is really a great place to avoid being overwhelmed by lists. You can filter them and put them into a list folder. And email lists are an old technology, but they're still a great way to promote kind of longer term discussions, and you can definitely get to know people very well on email lists. A second place that I think is really, really helpful for building your personal learning network is using a social bookmarking service. So the way the bookmarking services like Google Reader or Reddit, Delicious, Dig, is that it's all based around sharing links and items of interest on the internet. So I have subscriptions to various RSS feeds, science, technology, green energy, higher education. And then I have people that I follow and people that follow me. And I can see what they share and they can see what I share. There's comments sometimes on the share, and this is all kinds of stuff that's found here. But I really depend on my network here, and you get to know people over time through the texts and the ideas that they share. And it can be very substantive sometimes. You promote a lot of discussion, and since it's all based around sharing links, I think that's a really great basis for learning. Twitter is often promoted as a great place for building a personal learning network. It takes time on Twitter to figure out who to follow and who's following you. I think that the most useful way of using Twitter to build a personal learning network is the @mentions. So you really need to call people out and have a conversation on Twitter in order to make it less of a broadcast medium and more of a communications medium. And then finally, even Facebook and regular social networks, you have different kinds of friends and contacts on a social network like Facebook, but there are always going to be people that are more apt to share a thought-provoking link or a discussion question. And these are the people that you can gravitate toward and really say, they're part of my personal learning network. They're people I can rely on to help bring me important ideas. And that's really what a personal learning network is all about. People that you can ask questions of, get feedback from, and that will help connect you to the ideas that are going to feed your learning head. And then finally, I really hope that within the P2PU platform that those of us who are participants on this course consider each other part of our own learning network, and that we use this platform together to try to help each other learn and help each other progress in our goals. So that is what I have to say about my personal learning network, and I can't wait to see what you have to say about yours.